Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the card I have to share with you. It's this little tag card, so you've got the little pockets and then you can put a tag in here, or you can put also a gift card, whatever you like. And this features the Simply Adored Designer Series paper. And this is a freebie during celebration, so for every qualifying purchase you can choose a free item from the celebration catalogue, and this is one of the items I chose. This beautiful paper, and this paper is actually one we used this last week in Online Card Club. So I host an online card club here in the UK in my Facebook group, so if you want to join, do go hop onto my website and you'll find all the details there. So let me show you how I made this lovely card. I'm going to start off with a little bit of stamping. I've got a scrap here of basic white, and the stamps that I'm going to use is this one called Be My Valentine. I'm going to love to say I love you no matter what. I'm going to stamp this here in Flirty Flamingo ink. This matches the colours in the Designer Series paper. So just tap tap tap, ink it up and down and hold. There we go. Now I'm going to do some die cutting off camera, but I will show you the dies I'm going to use. So I'm going to use the stylish shape dies here. I'm going to use this banner die to cut up my sentiment. And then from here I'm going to use this lovely tag shape, and this is the Merriest Trees dies. And I'm going to use the tag from here, and then this was stylish shape dies, and these are the Give the World us. And the reason I want to use these ones is it has these three lovely little hearts, and I'm going to cut this out of real red cardstock. So I'm going to do all this die cutting and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now that we've got everything cut out, we can start to assemble our card. Firstly, we're going to do a little bit more stamping, and I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo ink again. And the stamps that I can use this time are Celebrate with Tags. We're just going to use these little hearts, and I just want to give this tag some interest. Still space to write a message, but just a little bit of added interest. I think that's going to be enough. You can still write a message on the back, whatever you want. So go all the way to the end, but I'm leaving that in case you want to add something there. So just clean up our tag, our stamp rather, and we're going to put that to the side. And we're going to bring in our card base, and our card base here is thick basic white, so a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut up and then folded in half. Then I have a piece here of Designer Series paper. This measures 14.35 centimetres by 10. But don't worry, all the measurements are going to be on the blog post on my website. And then we have another piece of this Designer Series paper to make our little pocket. And this is the lovely gold foiling. So you usually have one side is the colour and the other is white with gold foiling. It's really pretty paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive, just a little thin bead of glue along three sides. Two short, one a bit longer, just like that to create my pocket. And then just going to put this down, line the two pieces up, and being Tombow gives you a little bit of wriggle room to get things nicely lined up. Then I have a piece here of this Designer Series paper. It's the same as this one, but it's just the opposite side. I'm just going to put this down. And we're really layering patterns today, pattern on pattern on pattern. And don't be afraid of doing that, it can work out really pretty. So there we've got that. And then I'm going to get some of our ribbon, and this is the Sweet Sorbet actually ribbon. And it's a Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon, you can see it's beautiful. And where's my scissors? We're going to cut off, we need about 10 centimetres, so I'm going to cut off just a bit longer than that. Okay. And then then I'm just going to lay this down, and I'm going to get my tear and tape, and this will also stiffen the ribbon as well as being a way to hold our ribbon down. Ribbon and the tear and tape are pretty much the same width, so just be careful when you're putting it down. Now you can hide any glue later, just rub it off, it's fine. Okay, so give that a nice burnish. So all double-sided tape is pressure adhesive, so you give it a nice push down, it's going to stick better hopefully, and then you're just going to lift the end. This can be a bit tricky with fabric, but there we go. Okay, and I'm just going to stick mine in the centre here, just like that, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. Okay, and now we're going to put this whole panel down on our card base. Lots of glue because there's a bit of weight on this one. And you don't want it coming back up again. Okay. Look at that, isn't that cute? So now we can start to decorate. We're going to use our little bit of ribbon again and cut off some. And that should be about enough. I just want to bring it forward. There we go. I'm just going to cut this off at a nice little angle. There we go. That's our little tag, and it'll just sit in there. Now we've got our sentiments, and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals, so let's find those. Okay. Now, one thing I should have done, and I haven't done, is you can ink round your sentiment, and I think I will again. So I'm going to get my sponge daubers. I'm going to ink round using, you can use Sweet Sorbet or you could use Real Red, doesn't really matter. We're using both colours in this card. I'm just going to ink round the edges quickly, and this will just help it pop from the background a bit. Okay. Alright, so put those away. Close this up before I stick my paws in it, and then take the rest of the backings off, and then decide where you want your sentiment to go. Make sure it doesn't cover the tag. And then we've got our little hearts here that we can put. I'm going to pop these up as well, I think. So let's bring in some dimensionals again. I like dimension on my cards. I think we want a baby one for the baby heart. And there we are. So let's stick this down here. I'm going to stick to the same pattern I used before because I liked it. And then one up here. And then you could add, if you want, some other embellishments as well, but I'm going to leave it as it is. I think it's quite busy as it is. So those are the cards. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you're wanting more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.